It's opening morning here in Idaho for a rifle deer season. It's 10 degrees currently, so it's freezing. There's some snow on the ground. I just did a little loop down this ridge that we hunt, and I was sitting down there and I just spotted two does for sure. It could have been three, and then what I'm pretty sure was a buck. He was kind of hanging out in the trees. They're feeding, so I couldn't feel my hands or my face, so there was no way I was able to go get a shot on him right now. But I think if we go get on this other ridge and hike down, we might be able to put a play on him. I don't know. It's freezing, so.
Full disclosure, I had big plans of going on a big old hike this morning, and I kind of pussed out and stayed up here at the truck and just kind of glassed. Richard hiked out on that ridge and he found some deer, but a little cold right now.
Yeah.
Well, day one's a wrap. Kind of a bust today. It was way cold this morning. We went back up there this afternoon and the roads were sheets of ice. We really couldn't even get to where we needed to be, so we tried a new spot. Of course, we had a bull bugling way over there. And so we'll try something different tomorrow.
Good morning, guys. It's morning 2 of our deer hunt. It's October 11th. I'm sitting in a basin right now, just kind of glassing it. I haven't been able to turn anything up yet, but I'm just gonna keep glassing. I mean, all these guys that are serious mule deer guys just sit in a basin for hours and glass it up and see if they deer move through. So comment below if that's how you guys mule deer hunt, or if you're more mobile and check a bunch of different draws and drainages and basins and stuff like that. We're trying to figure out the mule deer thing, so I'm just gonna sit here and continue to glass.
Good morning, guys. Well, it's the third and final weekend for general rifle deer here in Idaho. The only hunting we've done so far is that first weekend, and we didn't have any luck. And then last weekend was pounding snow in the mountains and raining in the valleys, so we took a break, and I'm up here now. It's the last weekend. It's Friday. Richard's at work, and I'm up here walking around, and I got a doe up there on the hill behind me about 500 yards feeding up the hill, and it's just now getting light, so I'm gonna watch her and see if there's any other deer around, and then I'm gonna mosey on. We'll see how the day goes, and we'll see if we can turn anything up this weekend. Kind of a last little hurrah here to give it a try for some deer up by the cabin, and if we don't find deer up here this year very well, we're probably gonna have to find a better deer spot. There's 3 does up there walking on the hillside, running. Holy cow, man. This is steep. Steep. Probably doesn't look like it in the video, but that's straight down. Long ways too. So after those deer ran off, I was sitting watching the hillside, and right back behind me here, there's a bull bugling. I've been cow calling at him, but he doesn't respond to the cow call. He just kind of bugles on his own every once in a while. I'm gonna see if I can put eyes on him. There's a whole herd of elk right there on the hill. Look at that. Well, that bull was just standing right over there. I just saw him. 550 yards. Looked like a pretty nice bull. He was only there for a few seconds, so.
Hey guys, good morning. dad just shot a buck. We were walking on this trail in here, and we jumped 2 deer. For sure one was a buck, and my dad shot it. I don't know what the other one was.
I think they were both bucks. He was on the move when I shot. He made some awful hideous noise when I shot, and Richard saw him flopping around.
I just saw him flop down.
I'm pretty sure he's down.
But we gotta let him die, so we're just gonna be quiet here and watch the area. Yeah, nice. First light, boys.
Awesome.
Good job. Hey guys, I just came down here. I found my dad's deer. He's in the bottom of the creek. I think he's dead. Nice little buck. We got him. Nice. He's still alive.
Okay, well, here he is. Little spike by fork. No monster for sure, but you know, I haven't killed a deer in many years. I've been concentrating on elk, like for the past 4 or 5 years, where I haven't even really gotten a deer. And the deer hunting up here is pretty bad, actually. We haven't seen hardly any deer this year. This is the first buck I've seen all year. It's the last weekend.
Steep country.
Yeah, more steep country.
Thick stuff. Creek bottom.
Super stoked for my dad that he killed this buck. I mean, we had 0 expectations, so leave him with me.
It's a small buck, but I saw antlers, and it's the first buck I seen all year. It's the last weekend for me. Today was actually going to be the last day, so I'm thankful to have him. Feels good to pull the trigger on a deer again. Haven't done it in many years. Haven't shot anything with my rifle for quite some time. Been strictly archery hunting. This is the second buck we've gotten up here in the last 2 years. It's feel like the deer hunting's starting to improve a little bit. So maybe over time it'll get better. Gonna throw the tag on him, make sure we're all legal. And yeah, we should be able to carry him out hopefully in one trip.
One trip and we're on our way.
So we were skinning him back, and there's the bullet on the other side up against the hide. Perfect mushroomed. That's the Sierra Game King, 150 grain Game King.
30-06.
Yep, 30-06. Perfect.
Alrighty guys, we got the buck all taken care of. We have our Alps Traverse EPS bags here. Have the meat shelf. Got it opened up. Should fit these half a deer perfect. Just slides right in that meat shelf. Get it all buckled up and zipped up and packed up and ready to go. My dad, he's ready to go right here. He's got the head on. He's got all his gear, half the deer. This is half the deer in the meat shelf. So these bags work perfectly for bringing out a deer. We're gonna load up and head down the trail.
Alrighty.
We're out of here. We got the deer all loaded up. I got half of them on my pack right now, the Alps pack. My dad's up ahead of me. He's got the other half and the head. Got my rifle, all our gear. We're about 2 miles in here. Walk back to the truck, get down, get him situated, and call it a day. Deer hunting the past 2 years has been one of those things where we get really frustrated because we're going to new areas and we don't really know if there's deer, we're not seeing anything, and then it just happens. So
And we take what we can get because we don't have a really good spot. But we'll get a good spot.
yeah, I mean, we're figuring it out, and this area we're in, it's
Of course, now we say, oh, there's deer everywhere, but I think taking an inventory kind of on the trails and the terrain and everything, it might be a good deer spot later in the season, so we'll keep our eye on it and everything. But yeah, this is awesome. Great day. Made it back to the truck. There's my half of the deer. Dad's half is right there in the back of the truck. Gonna get him taken care of and back to town. We'll probably hang him, and then next weekend I'll probably go over to my parents' house and help him cut him up, and we'll get him in the freezer. It's an awesome little meat buck last weekend and everything. But thanks guys for following along with this part of our deer season. We really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you are subscribed, and if you are already a subscriber, we really appreciate that. I actually have late season a November archery deer hunt coming up that's going to be the majority of November, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to get ready for that here in the next couple weeks, and maybe I'll be able to shoot a deer with my bow. We'll see. But
Sorry, Swanson Scullery, we had to put one in his head and broke his skull plate, so we won't be bringing him to you for a Euro, but typically we'd take it to Swanson's and get a Euro made.
morning guys. I'm headed out on my solo late season archery deer hunt. This is basically my last big game hunt of the year. I know during the rifle hunt I was telling you guys that I have a late season archery hunt. Well, here we are. Here we go. We're sending it solo. We'll see what happens, man. I'm making some Mountain Ops Hot Ignite. This is part of their Ignite line, but this is the hot flavors. So I got Mountain Mocha, which is gonna be kind of like a Starbucks Mountain Ops style, and you just mix water in it, and it's a lot healthier than Starbucks. But link will be in the description below if you want to check out Mountain Ops, guys. They make a lot of good products and supplements for outdoorsmen. So let's mix this up. Well, I made it to the spot. It's snowing this morning, so my instinct tells me that's good for the deer. It's gonna have them moving around and moving down even more. But I see a lot of fresh deer sign on the side of the road and everything, so hopefully this is good. Let me show you guys what we got going on with the snow. There's the snow right now. It's coming down. It seems kind of light, so we'll see, but you can see there's fresh deer tracks right there. So that's good news. It's about to be first light. We're gonna go for a little hike. Alrighty, I'm on a trail. I'm hiking up into this draw. I think I'm gonna get high and then glass, but I'm on a game trail right now. It's first light. Got my bow. Ready to go, man. This could be quite the adventure. We'll see what happens. I made it to my first glassing point. I'm up on top of this ridge. There's the skyline right there, but I'm on top of this ridge right now. I can see a whole bunch of country from here, so I'm gonna sit here, glass, see if I can pick anything out, and then maybe move up more. This is big country back here. You couldn't see it from down at the trailhead, but once you get up here, it opens. Let me show you. So here's the first draw, man. I'm gonna glass all this over there. Look at that game trail. That's a serious game trail going back up into that draw. So I'm gonna sit here, glass this, and see. It's still snowing and visibility isn't the best, but I'm making do with what I got. Oh, man, hiking. I just got up to another ridge. Now I'm way higher up here than I was before. I have all this behind me. That's pretty glassable, so I'm gonna sit down somewhere. I haven't seen anything yet. Just been pretty cold, to be honest, but it's all right. This is awesome being out here in November with my Hoyt. Freaking sweet, man, I love it. So I'm gonna sit down somewhere, glass this canyon, see if we can find anything, and go from there. Guys,
got a 4-point spotted right now. He's a nice buck. Hold on. Oh, he's on the skyline. He's moving pretty quick. Something must have spooked him or something. He's a mile away, and he's at the top of this ridge across from me, so dang. Deer spotted though, nice. That's freaking dope. Yep, there he goes. He's going over the top. Yeah, so that buck just went over the top, but he was skylined and I could see he was for sure a nice 4x4, thick body already. Nice, guys. I'm gonna keep glassing up, see if I can find anything else closer, but this is my second time in here, and last time I was in here, I didn't film, but I had a buck at about 50 yards that I actually almost got a shot on, but I couldn't get it onto him, and I lost him in the brush. And full disclosure, I was actually not ready. I wasn't even prepared and didn't have an arrow nocked or anything, so yeah, awesome. Glad I saw a deer. I was gonna try and get some PhoneCam footage of him for you, but like I said, he was skylined and he just went over, so if he comes back over, I'll throw the PhoneCam on him, but nice. Deer spotted. Alrighty, guys. I got some more deer spotted. 2 does. I got 2 does spotted. They're way away. They're like probably 2 miles away. They're back in this canyon here. I'm just gonna keep my eyes on them, see if a buck comes out, and see if I can get some film of him for you. But 2 more deer spotted. We had that buck. They're starting to move, it seems like, so we're gonna keep at it. Those does are way back there. They're way on that hillside back there. So pretty far. This is a big canyon. That other buck was at the top over there across from me. And this goes all the way down. So I'm up here, guys. Okay, guys, I had to get off that ridge, get out of the wind, man. It's about 25 degrees today, and on top of that ridge with that wind starting to rip, it was chilling me. I mean, I'm just wearing my, September archery clothes, so it's actually not that bad, but with that wind, whew. Anyway, those does that were about 2 miles from me continued to glass. There ended up being about 6 deer there. Not sure if there was a buck with them or not, but a nice little group of deer, so that was good to see them. But I think the snow's starting to roll in again. Visibility's getting low, so I'm gonna head off this ridge. Yeah, that was a good morning. That was fun. I'm glad I got to see a freaking nice buck. Thinking about it, he was probably a 160 class, maybe 165 class. I mean, not a giant by any means, but definitely a shooter for me. I'm not picky. So, yeah, weather permitting, I'll probably come back in tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of season, but I think we're supposed to get more snow today and tonight, so it might be tough to get back in here. We'll see though, but yeah, good morning. I'm glad that I'm able to come to a new area, and just kind of find a draw that I think looks like might hold deer and go find some deer. So I had fun and I found deer, so that's a win for me today.
Yeah, so I'm obviously not on the mountain. The weather last night and this morning was pretty brutal. We ended up getting more snow, like I said we were. So yeah, spent the morning doing a Christmas tree. It's now going to be December, time for Christmas. The big game hunts are pretty much over for the most part, and I'm going to be eating deer tag soup, but that's fine. My dad killed a deer this year. We both killed elk. My freezer is more than full. I'm super duper thankful for the hunting season that we had, and I'm super thankful for the experiences that I had. This late season archery November hunt It was something I wasn't very familiar with anyway, so it was good just to go out there and get my feet wet and just kind of feel it out. And who knows, maybe next year, depending on how rifle deer goes, I can really hit it hard and do a lot more preseason scouting and stuff. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, drop a like below. If you haven't subscribed, also please subscribe. We appreciate that. And if you are a returning subscriber, thanks for watching, man. We seriously appreciate the support. And now we're on to the holiday season, and we're going to be doing, you know, as much outdoor things as we can, whether that's waterfowl hunt, upland hunt, fly fishing, just whatever. Stay tuned to the channel and keep it real, guys. Have an awesome holiday season, and we'll see you on the next video.